Hi Aries, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. Let's have a look into the in-depth messages for you. A lot of self-improvement, self-awareness is happening for you, and this will definitely be translated to relationships. Let's have a look and see what's happening. New starts, new beginnings, maybe something you're not ready for, waking up from the slumber, finally realizing your emotions here, but it's going to come after bouts of conflict or resistance as indicated by the Five of Wands. Okay, the Page of Swords, the Devil, Two of Swords, Three of Swords. Okay, what else? Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, those dealing with earth signs, there is going to be a bit of push and pull energy, but you'll definitely be working towards stability. But like I said, I feel this applies to a lot of relationships that you're having. The Devil card can symbolize feeling really linked or tempted or feeling really emotionally involved with someone, but it could be a bit of toxic energy here between the two of you. So this could be coming from an earth sign, in particular a Capricorn. You do have a lot of swords here as well, so a Gemini, Libra or Aquarius, or any sign really that you're dealing with that you sort of see a little bit of manipulative or deceitful or unjust behavior that's coming forward here. I feel like the two of you are possibly going through a dark phase. Now, I'm not sure if this is because of someone else or this is because of you, but someone is unaware of how they're coming across. There's a barrier that's being lifted. They're unaware of their emotions, their thoughts, or how they're coming across to the other person. So there's a lot of consideration that needs to take place in relationships this month, because it can lead to heartbreak, feeling conflicted, or feeling like your where you stand with someone is clouded. You feel like your judgment is clouded. You feel like there isn't much progress happening between the two of you, because the Page of Swords is hesitation. It's not feeling like you have the confidence, or this other person that you're dealing with doesn't feel they have the confidence to approach you right now, Aries. And look, this is hesitation. So I think for a lot of you, there's something going on there's something going on with a relationship here. Now, I feel like with the Devil card, this can also be symbolizing pressure. So I feel someone may be trying to pressure you for something that you're not ready for. And the Page of Swords does look to the Fool card. So again, hesitant about entering into a union, hesitant about taking the plunge. I mentioned, and I asked you, were you ready for this commitment? Because there's something you need to sleep on. You need to think about it, Aries, because what you're committing to can potentially change your life here. So it's intense, and I don't mean to alarm you or scare you in any way. I just feel like this could be, it's promising of a future, yes, and it could be there's a lot of constancy and stability coming through with the Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. But I feel for the most part, you know, for some of you, you're going to be blocking yourself off to a relationship, especially mentally. There's a lack of communication or a breakdown in communication, and suddenly there could be someone else coming into the picture. For some of you, there's one night stands with someone else, or not being able to commit to one person because you're still wanting to have fun or sleep around, or you're not just wanting a relationship, you just want the physical intimacy because maybe your priorities lie in the Pentacles, in career or other people, and as a result, you're not ready to commit to this person. And there's a lot of toxic, there's a lot of there's darkness around you with the Devil card in a relationship. So there's no illumination. Things aren't coming to light as yet because there's a block, especially in the mental. You're either in a little bit of denial here, Aries, or someone around you is in denial, and you're not ready to progress with a relationship that you have in front of you. For some of you, I feel like there's someone that's wanting your affection or your love, or you only see them as someone that is a potentially physical attraction or a sexual partner and nothing more than that. And you can't force these things, Aries, but that doesn't mean there isn't people around you that are wanting commitment from you in some capacity here. I am seeing that possibly someone's feeling insecure in a relationship with the Five of Wands that you had here in the Devil card. I feel like someone feels threatened in a relationship, maybe because of jealousy, maybe because of a third party. Could be a lover's triangle happening here. Foolish behavior, Three of Swords, can point to an additional person coming into the picture. And if it's not an additional person, that's under the sign of a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It could be another priority that impacts the relationship and causes a fork in the road for some of you, especially about your feelings. It's self-realization, it's mental karmic lessons that are being learnt in relationships this month. But let's look on the positive side. There is someone possibly under an earth sign, or someone who works with finance, with money, works with the hammer here, someone that's trying to vouch for you. And they've been around you for a while now. So I think the two of you might have slept together in the past, or maybe you've been linked together through mutual friends, or there's an already established connection between the two of you. But this person is working hard to grasp your attention. And for a lot of you, I think this is someone you work with, or someone that you've been introduced to from a work friend. But they've been working hard on themselves. So I think they're in an energy of self-improvement, as well as indicated by the with the Devil card, shows that this person is mirroring your behavior. So maybe they're encountering the same lessons as you, is what I'm seeing here. But that doesn't mean that you won't come out of this phase, because as I said, you had the Six of Wands underneath here that came up in the general reading. So ultimately there will be a positive outcome. And look at these bright yellows. This is stability. This is constancy. You're reaching a balance of some kind here. And maybe it's that you need time apart that brings you closer. Maybe you need to think about the decisions you're making in regards to your life, this other person you're involved with, if you actually want to go separate ways. But there is an outcome, and you're working towards a positive outcome is what I can see here. You're physically doing what you need to do, Aries, or this person is doing what they need to do to reach a nice outcome together. Let's have a look at your career and creative pursuits now and see what's coming up for you. Creative pursuits, commitment. Okay, major shakeups, changes, something you've been meaning to work towards, a relationship with a colleague. You've got the Five of Wands that came up twice, Queen of Cups, Ace of Swords. Okay, there's a fire sign here, fellow fire sign. It could be you, it could be someone you're dealing with directly. There's a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You do have swords as well. Okay, there's breakdowns in communication happening, or projects or deals that are actually falling through. I feel like they're slipping through your fingers is what I'm gathering here. Someone hasn't been entirely truthful about what's going on in the workplace or what's going on in career. The foundations you've laid down, Aries, will actually be crumbling, not altogether. There is room for repair, reconciliation, negotiation, and improvement. But I feel with the Tower card and the Five of Wands did come up twice. This is really indicating that right now you need to take a cold, hard look about your direction or your position in a career. Maybe it's your attitude, Aries. Maybe it's the way you're coming across to someone. But I feel a relationship, a work relationship, is actually going to dissolve. And it might happen in a very explosive way. And I think other people are involved here. Now, this may not directly involve you, Aries. This may be around you. And in fact, you might have to play the mediator in this role. However, I feel like there's going to be a harsh exchange of words, the sharpness of the swords here, or someone that's keeping something from you in regards to work. I feel like you have trust or support from a water sign, because I see there's a queen, the water queen here, whether she's a male or a female, sits, and she's very reliable, and she's very constant. And I think she's outside of this conflict. I don't know if she's looking on, and she's noticing what's going on with you, and she wants to help you. It doesn't necessarily have to be a water sign, but it can be someone that is heavily dominated by water, or is quite in tune with their emotions, quite sensitive, quite aware of what's going on around her or him. And I think this person is going to want to help you in some way. And it could also be the person that helps you see how you're coming across. I feel like this person may help you in times of reflection somehow, because you did have the Four of Cups. And this is us seeing ourselves for who we are. We're dabbling in our reflections. We're thinking about what we're saying and how we're coming across to people. So I do think there's a water sign around you, possibly at work, that can help you see your behavior, or it's almost like they're going to hold a mirror up to you about how you're coming across, and they don't mean it in a deceitful way. But look, I think there is some sort of heated exchange of words. There's a project where there's a lot of opinions coming in, and unfortunately you can't, maybe you have gotten it off the ground, but you can't build upwards because there's too much division within the company or within the project. People are trying to force down their own opinions. People are getting involved possibly where they don't need to, maybe. Outside opinion, exterior influences are creating conflict twicefold. So I think you may encounter a lot of this in your work, in your careers. But sudden changes as well, restructures could be taking place as well. I see you trying to pitch a product, trying to advocate or push for something here. It might be a little bit challenging because you have the Ace of Swords here, which does show you're going to need to fight for something. There's a lot of advocacy. There's a lot of energy coming into this. So it's something you've been trying to work towards. But most importantly, it's your communication that's either needs working on, Aries, or someone else's communication. But I think there's a need for being pragmatic. There's a need for being very considerate, extra considerate, because a lot of people are involved here, and this could definitely make or break the future of this project. So I think if you've mastered your communication and you keep your eyes and ears open and you're aware of what's going on behind the scenes, I suppose, you can come into harmony and happiness, because the Queen of Cups has come up twice. So I feel you can come into a good harmonious balance within your company or your business. But I think the most important thing is self-improvement lessons, or how to communicate with others, because there's going to be people around you that are going to prove very difficult for you, and it's all about being pragmatic, being a mediator, being someone that can get involved and really hear another person or yourself, is what I'm seeing. But look, I will leave it at that, Aries. I hope this reading has been insightful. I do wish you all the best.